Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to
My name is Cathleen Trigg, and I am your host for the evening. I'll try to help keep it lively and
Welcome back, darlings. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we're here at Giving is Glamorous, this wonderful organization that is fighting against domestic violence and human trafficking. And I'm here with someone very important who comes to this event. She came to this event tonight. She's a big supporter, and I want you to introduce yourself to the camera.
Right. Well, I'm Cathleen Trigg Jones, and I am a journalist. I've worked in the New York television market for 10 years or more. I've been a journalist for all my career, and I've covered a lot of domestic violence and human trafficking issues, and it's really very special to be here supporting this event tonight.
It certainly is, and Giving is so glamorous, isn't it? This is such a wonderful name. It's all about helping people and supporting these women that are really their heroines to survive all these ordeals in their life. Now, how did you find out particularly about this particular organization?
Well, I happen to know Andrea Charles personally. She's done my makeup for different photo shoots and television shoots that I've done. And I know her heart, more importantly, and I know that this is something that she's very passionate about. It's a cause that we share a passion about. Again, I've covered a lot of stories as a journalist on women. I have come into the lives of women who unfortunately lost their lives to the hand of an abuser.
And this is an issue that doesn't just affect lower income families.
Absolutely
this is
not.
Something even very wealthy, extremely wealthy women, they're even embarrassed to say that they're being, abused, or it's just a horrible thing that people are even afraid to come forward and speak out and say, I am a victim of domestic abuse.
Domestic abuse does not discriminate, and that's the bottom line. Rich, poor, young, black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever, you name it. And it's not just women either. I think one of the saddest things for me to realize is that for every woman who's abused, I don't remember the exact statistic, but most of them have children who also grow up witnessing this abuse. So many children have watched their mother die in front of them at the hands of their father or a boyfriend, and then those children struggle, and many of them, especially the boys, go on to be abusers themselves. So it's really a tragic cycle that has to be stopped, and it can't stop with just the police. It has to be initiatives like this, like the City Girl Beauty Project, where people say enough, and where you empower these women to stop it, because really the only one who can stop the abuse is the woman herself, or the person who's being abused. And most of the women who are being abused, and almost all those households, there's also children who are being abused, and that's got to stop.
Tell my audience how this organization helps these women. If someone's suffering from this, where can they go? How can they get help? What can this organization do for them? That's so important.
Well, I think the key with this organization and the key with other organizations like this is to get the word out that this really is a big cause. 1 in 3 women, that means me, you, and a woman standing over there, between the 3 of us, one of us either has been abused by a significant other or will be abused. That's a huge statistic. More women die from domestic abuse than any other disease or car accident or accidents combined. So this is a really big issue. What City Girl Beauty Project does, and I love Andrea for this, she's a makeup artist, and she's beautiful, strikingly beautiful.
Oh, yes, so are you, Joel. You're very beautiful, too.
And so are you. But what she does is she tries to unite celebrities and people like you and I to come together and to give these women a voice, to give them hope, raising money to make sure that they have a place to go. She's trying to empower them by raising their self-esteem, making them beautiful so that they can see the beauty and the joy of life, so they don't have to continue to stay in these abusive
Live under those circumstances, those unfortunate circumstances. And many of these women have very low self-esteem. They don't think they're beautiful.
And the bottom line is, you know people like that. I mean, there's women who end up in abusive relationship after abusive relationship after abusive relationship, and you'd be very surprised at some of the women that are in these relationships. They're women who you would think should have, they're beautiful women on the inside and out, and yet they just don't feel it in themselves.
You know, it's very interesting what you are talking about. This Latoya Jackson, she claims that she's also part of domestic abuse. The man that she was married to, he verbally and physically abused her.
Well, if you, and I don't want to.
You know what?
I do know.
You've heard the story.
Well, if you think about it, and I certainly don't want to spread rumors, but I know she's spoken very openly about having an abusive father.
Yes.
And again, it's a cycle that continues.
So that's maybe all she really knows.
Absolutely. Studies show that women tend to find someone who's just like their father,
Or their mother.
And if you've been in an abusive relationship, an abusive childhood, chances are you're going to end up finding a mate who also is controlling and abusive.
How can we stop this? What can we do? Where can we go?
Again, I think the key is empowerment. And I think that the only way to stop this is, the police can't do it, the government can't really do it. You can lock them up. We've been locking them up for years. That doesn't stop murder. What we have to do is empower women at a very young age, because the really alarming thing is that most teenage girls have been in an abusive relationship. As a teenager, 15, 16 years old, they're already in relationships with boys who are forcing sex on them, hitting them, controlling them, all these different things. So I think the key right now is empowerment, education, and really giving them a voice, letting women know you don't have to put up with this. You don't have to be in a relationship at all if it's not healthy.
Absolutely. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about this wonderful organization that supports? What can we do to support it? What can we do to contribute and donate? Where can we go? What's the website?
Go to citygirlbeautyproject.org to get all the information you can. You can if you forget that, you can also Google Andrea Charles' name. You can Google City Girl Beauty Project.
And Giving is Glamorous, darling. Giving is glamorous. We'll be back in a moment, darling. Some more celebrity interviews. Keep watching right here at Giving is Glamorous. Pink Champagne Kisses. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Giving is Glamorous Project City Girl fundraiser charity event. It's all about human trafficking. It's all about stopping domestic violence. And I'm here with this gorgeous blonde, Meryl Hartstein.
Right.
What a beautiful young lady who wrote a very exciting book.
Thank you.
Tell my audience all about this book that you wrote. Now, obviously, it's all about domestic violence, because why else would you be here?
Well, I have gone through a lot of adversities in my life, and domestic violence is one of them. Through being married to my first husband, who was an alcoholic. I went on to other things. I'm a cancer survivor. I had a child that had an addiction.
Oh my God, yes?
Yeah.
What kind of cancer?
Cervical cancer.
So beautiful.
Thank you. So I'm I've had my share of adversities, but I see them as life lessons, and I learned a lot and got very strong from everything that I've been through. So I found it my duty to share my knowledge. I became a double certified strategic life coach. I'm an author of my first book, which is Shine, which comes out now, which parallels my story, and at the same time it inspires other women to find their resiliency, to know that they can bounce back from anything that they possibly go through and live a full, happy, wonderful life. I also am working my second project, which is called the Bounce Back Women Project, which will soon be a not-for-profit. I've partnered with celebrities, Olympians, and other amazing, strong women to share their secrets of bouncing back and how they found their resiliency. So they share their stories, and that will be the second book. And at the same time, we are working on mentoring other women that have suffered the same adversities that we have.
Where do you find the time?
No, I don't know, and I'm a mother,
It's a lot
and a
of hard
grandmother, and
work.
everything. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
You're a grandmother? I can't believe it.
But yes, that's part
You
of.
look
that's
so
also
young
my
and
book,
so
my secrets.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But it's all about self-worth, and I think that is the core of preventing any kind of abuse in your life. And if you have self-worth and confidence, you don't let these things happen to you. You walk, you leave, you tell.
I want you to tell my audience where we could go to find out more information about you as a publisher, writer,
Yeah.
about your books, and about domestic violence. Where can we go to learn more about what you're promoting?
Okay.
What's the website for your book?
My website is bouncebackwomen.com, or you can find me at merylhartstein.com. They both go to the same site. I'm on Facebook under the same name. My coaching, all my information is up there. My first book will be coming out this summer. I'll be doing a book tour on that one. That's called Shine. Bounce Back Women will be coming out next year, and hopefully I'll be getting a lot more media coverage. So hopefully you'll see me.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'm sure women out there are going to see how gorgeous you are, how beautiful you are, and how much you have to say to help all those wonderful women out there that are trying to survive domestic violence. And
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Let's toast. Let's toast. Let's have a drink. Let's toast to stopping domestic violence, right? And we'll be back in a moment, darling. Some more celebrity interviews. Keep watching. Peace, champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.